CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Here are the Nuggets unloading from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get...
Thank you, Kevin.
It's rugged, tough road, David, no question about it. Thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. The guards are out there for them, Murray and Barton. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And for the Suns, a star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Off it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Now here's Murray. Back to Porter from deep. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
We have an old school lineup tonight, don't we? Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Yes, we do, Kevin. I love these kinds of matchups because we get to see it less and less these days. So whenever we have one like this, I relish it.
Booker against Barton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's Gordon. Back to Porter. Kicks it to Gordon. Shoots over Crowder, and it's Gordon missing. And here's Bridges. They'll bring it up for the Suns. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Passes it to Jokic. And that one drops for him.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And guys, if the defense pays too much attention to Murray as a scorer, he can find his teammates with the pass.
And you know what, Greg? That surprised me. Watching him just the 1 year in Kentucky, I didn't know he had that in his package, but he's a terrific passer. And you're right. An outstanding dunk. Give Barton a chance to show off a little bit, and he takes full advantage.
Booker looking around. And there's the feed to Ayton. Paul against Murray. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Ayton. Tries again. No good on the shot. Good defense by Jokic. It's Barton on the wing. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass.
Gordon is one of those guys who loves physical contact. He's really skilled at finishing over difficult defense.
Paul against Murray. The shot by Paul, no good. The Nuggets leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Back to Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. To end the run, he lays it in.
Paul's quickness on the drive, too much for the defense. They just can't find a way to stop him.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gordon the pass to Murray. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Booker the pass to Bridges. Pass to Crowder. He kicks to Bridges. Now here's Paul. On the wing, Booker.
Phoenix foul. Devin Booker. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the first. And stolen by Ayton. Back to Booker. And stolen by Barton. Here's Porter. That one goes. Count it.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Outside Crowder. Back to Paul. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Paul has tremendous experience, and he's figured out ways at 6 feet tall how to score in the paint effectively and often.
Murray, good.
Jamal Murray.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean,
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Nuggets?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Murray finds Gordon. Three-pointer. Here's Jokic.
And Paul is known as a dogged defender, somebody who gets right up in the face of whoever he's on.
Back to Gordon. Driving the lane, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Clark, so unique to have a 7-footer like Jokic who makes everyone around him better.
He is so much fun to watch, Kevin. And he does make everybody better because he plays the game simple and effectively. He once said, a point makes you happy, but an assist makes you and your teammate happy. How about that? Jokic could probably average double-digit assists anytime he wants to. And I think it might happen before his career is done. You know, Jokic is a solid shooter from the mid-range, and he doesn't need that much space to get his shot off because of his size and high release point.
Ayton, the pass to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Bounce pass from Bridges. Paul dishes to Crowder. And stolen by Murray. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Suns trail by 8. Booker the pass to Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal
It's going to be on Jokic.
First team
And at
foul.
7'1" and 250
line for
pounds,
Phoenix.
Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
And teams often try to slow down point guards with bigger defenders. But, Greg, you locked up without that edge. How'd you do it?
A little athleticism, Kevin, and a lot of desire.
Murray outside. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good. And here are the Suns now. 7-point differential. Nice move. Bridges misses. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. His lost sense of time and the situation.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Suns. Landry Shamet comes in for Booker. Murray, no good. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Shot by Crowder, no good. The Nuggets leading by 7. For 3, Gordon. Porter finds Gordon. Over to the wing. From the paint, here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down. And he's having to line defenses that he can do so.
Some changes for Phoenix. Checked in for Crowder. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Here's Payne. He feeds it to Smith. It's stolen by Green. There's 1:47 left in the first half of the game. Here's Najee. Pass to Rivers. Here's Dozier. Back to Rivers. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And it's been wonderful to watch Rivers develop into a veteran leader.
And he understands his role is evolving. The need to set an example for younger players. That said, he still plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Suns trail by 12. Payne looking around. Pass to McGee. And it's McGee slamming it down.
I think McGee's been working on that one. I mean, you don't just come up with that off the top of your head, boy. You got to think that one through.
Morris passes to Najee. Back to Morris. 1:06 left in the first half.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Denver foul. Zeke Najee. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Tough to recover when you continue to turn the basketball over at this rate.
Already in this quarter, they've given away 4 points. Time for them to refocus on offense.
43 seconds left to play in the first half. Rivers passes to Najee. Right side, Green. Phoenix grabs the miss. And here's Payne. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Smith. Feeds it to Payne. Dishes it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul.
JaVale McGee.
That is his first foul of the game.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Morris tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. And so, thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. Denver was looking great right away. An exceptional game plan helped them open with Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Suns trail by 10. Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Hall finds Bridget. Clock at 6. Another shot. Here's Ayton. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Need more of this from Jokic. When he's active on defense, he's a capable shot blocker.
Down low, here's Ayton.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Here's Barton. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Assist goes
Barton's
to
got the lead up to
Jamal
12 now
Murray.
for the Nuggets.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And here's Jokic outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Jokic has got 9 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
No good from Booker.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot to be excited about with Porter. He's got a really special blend of size, athleticism, and advanced skill.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. On the wing, Porter. 5 to shoot. Denver needs to get off the shot. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And really only because of injury did Porter fall with the 14th pick back in that 2018 draft.
Yeah, and if you remember, Greg, before the college season began that year, he was in the mix to be taken number 1 overall. But you know what? The injury happened, and he's in a really good spot now. He could eventually become a multi-time All-Star.
Barton finds Jokic. Back to Barton from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
3-point field
Barton's
goal.
got his 3rd basket of the night.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Booker, and stolen by Barton. Paul with the steal, and now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
I tell you what, I don't know if there's anybody better than Chris Paul at starting the break. I mean, he initiates it quickly and turns defense into offense in a heartbeat.
Crafty move. In deep, Jokic drops it in. He's got 11.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Paul for 3. No good that time. And Denver the other way now. And there's the call on DeAndre.
His 2nd personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Timeout called the Suns.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's McGee. Green with the block.
Phoenix foul.
Denver shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Zeke Naji.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Payne. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 1:25 left in the 3rd. This one for 3. And they'll get another chance. McGee finds Payne. Here's Shamet. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Nuggets leading by 15. Here's Dozier. They kick it out to Green. Good on the three-point shot. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Payne gets a wide open look, and he can't stop the run as he misses. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Rivers looking over the floor. Here's Dozier, 6 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. Green, no luck.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Shamet. Morris with the rebound. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Green up on top. The pass to Dozier. The tray. The shot, no good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And the Suns call time here.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Denver leading by 18. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And Booker kicks to Crowder. Passes to Paul over Murray, and it's Paul missing. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. To the left side wing, and stolen by Ayton. Here's Bridges. Barton with the rebound. Barton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Booker against Murray. To the inside. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bridges attacking. It doesn't go for him. And the Nuggets going the other way. Now here's Murray. Down low. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Now you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
And here's Booker from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. To the right side. Murray for 3. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Suns trail by 20. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Ayton, pass to Crowder. And stolen by Murray. To the middle. That's good from Porter on the assist by Murray. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Barton against Bridges. To the paint. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
5 on the clock. Here's Jokic.
I'll tell you what, Aiden is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
No good from Booker.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Denver.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Will Barton.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Gordon, with no one around, nailed from three-point land.
Three-point field goal.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That one drops for him.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
No problem knocking that one down.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards. And Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
15 seconds left in the fourth. Murray with it. From deep three-point range. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
another bright, sunny day here in Let's Go.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. So here's Dallas's starting group. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. And it's Powell in at the 5 spot. And for the Suns, Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Well, Doris, a great collection of guard talent on the floor here. Both these teams driven by their backcourt play.
Boy, B.A., a lot of pace, a lot of skill out there in the respective backcourts. This game probably will be won or lost based on the perimeter play.
Doncic, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Bridges misses.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Hardaway finds Powell. Back to Hardaway. The 3. Pure from three-point range.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. is known as a scorer. Knocks down the long-distance look right there.
Phoenix calls timeout.
One challenge for Kristaps Porzingis has been his health, because over the course of his young career, he's missed about a quarter of the schedule to injury.
Give them a hand, fans. Your Suns Dancers Dance Team.
And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a three-point game. And Doris, throughout the league's history, a lot of players well over 7 feet tall have dealt with leg issues.
Yeah, in fact, even after the Knicks drafted Porzingis, if you recall, the front office questioned how he'd hold up. But boy, KP has put a lot of work into strengthening that lower body, getting down in the stance to hold ground and protect himself a little bit.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Doncic. 5 to shoot. From 11 feet away. Misses off the right iron. Porzingis against Crowder. Bridges with it. Hangs in the air. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Powell outside. Stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the floor. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Pass to Powell. Left side, Hardaway. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, you want to be able, as a scorer, to put it on the deck to create your shot. Go ahead, Mr. Hardaway. We see you getting off the bounce.
To the inside, Bridges. Finney-Smith pulls it in.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, the exceptional handle. Doncic has every move, can go in any direction. Look out, folks.
Booker against Hardaway. Here's Ayton. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting so far. Doncic on the wing. Pass to Hardaway. Bridges against Porzingis.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
5 on the clock. Stolen by Booker. They're running. Ball passes to Ayton. Outside for Booker. And there's 1:45 left in the first. Count the basket.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker on the interior. It matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
And it's Doncic on the drive. Tipped away.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And the shot goes in.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
The kick out to Paul. He nails it, and we're tied.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Doncic against Booker. Doncic passes to Porzingis. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Booker against Hardaway. Pass to Finney-Smith. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, Porzingis, because he's a scoring threat, that's going to open up opportunities for him to find his teammates.
Booker for three. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Pass to Powell. Again, Dallas.
Yeah, soft-looking jumper from Powell. Really tremendous confidence from mid-range.
Doncic against Paul. Great D that time from Porzingis. Not going to go that time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. The open shot, Doncic. A good-looking shot from the wing. Doncic has got his second basket of the game.
Luka Doncic showing you right there he can play without the basketball. Ready on the catch.
Booker against Hardaway. Outside Paul. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Mavericks leading. And the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned. And he's been at this for a long, long time.
Oh, rejected by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Crowder. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
The Mavericks have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And Powell with the stuff.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I'll tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Paul passes to Crowder. Booker for 3. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Now here's Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. To the middle. Kicks it to Doncic. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
And how about the mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
There's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. Booker can't get it to go.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And he commits the intentional foul. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, you know, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
2 minutes.
Pass to Shamet. And it's all tied up. Shamet's got his first points in this one.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint. And make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Pass to Shamet. 1:19 left in the first half. Brown with some nice D. Here's Brunson. Misses off the left iron. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. Shamet. Soft touch off the glass. Shamet's got his second basket on the night.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
To the paint. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Brunson.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Payne, pass to Johnson. Back to Payne. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations. Getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Kleba. Outside Brunson. Here's Bullock. Outside Brown. Here's Brunson. And too long on the shot. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. And here's Brown for 3. The putback. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple of rough stretches as the first. And that's a wrap.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Hardaway Jr. and Finney-Smith, they're out there on the perimeter. At the 4 and 5, it's Porzingis and Powell, and it's Doncic in at the point.
There is an absolute certainty that when Chris Paul stops playing basketball, he will be in Springfield in the Hall of Fame. Wherever he's been able to play, he has been able to thrive.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enduring a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, from starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced, and we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident.
That they are, Allie. Thanks. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Over Paul. Hardaway, no good. And with Paul, after some injuries early, he changed how he went about his offense.
Well, you think about him coming out of college, he was very solid athletically. Still good in that department, obviously. But the vast majority of his success comes from one of the best IQs and knowledge of the game that we've ever seen.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
90 seconds into the second half now. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Powell with it. Now guarded by Booker. Doncic passes to Powell. Doncic. Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Shoots over Booker.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Down low. Here's Paul. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
To the middle. Here's Crowder. Here's Doncic. He has 6. Hardaway on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Outside Finney-Smith. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. And Powell with the stuff.
He has proven to be a quality finisher off the pick and roll. Dwight Powell can adjust midair to get his shot.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Doncic against Booker. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. And here's Kleba. Back to Brunson for the lead. Called in by McGee. A foul called on Moses Brown. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Suns leading. Smith outside. And stolen by Brunson.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Rejected by Brown. It's tipped. Stolen by Payne. Smith passes to Payne. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 4.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
That's tipped. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
1:16 left in the third. Pass to Brunson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Payne against Brunson. Payne drives. Now here's McGee. For 3, Smith. That shot is off. It's Brown on the wing for the lead. Drains the triple. Brown's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Brunson against Payne. Pass to Shaman. Here's Johnson. Brown with the steal. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Smith with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Yes, it's good. Shaman's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. 8 seconds left in the third quarter here. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Suns on top. They lead by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's Smith in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
First team foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Powell, he's checked in for Brown. Porzingis comes in for Kleba. Finney-Smith checked in for Brown. And Hardaway subbed in for Bullock. Timeout called. The Mavericks.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Doncic checked in.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. He's not happy with the flow and the tempo. They've been vulnerable along the perimeter. He feels they've done a good job preventing points in the paint, but that's just not enough at this stage of the game.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Hardaway finds Doncic. Hauled in by Paul. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And stolen by Hardaway. Ahead. And there's Doncic. That's good on the assist from Powell.
And when they need it most, they show us some clutch play on both ends of the floor.
Bridges outside. Pass to Aiden. Back to Bridges. Here's Crowder from 11 feet away. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Suns lead by 4.
Well, I think effort might be the calling card of Mikal Bridges. This guy is willing to hit the offensive glass. All about how much do you want it.
Here's Doncic. Again, Doncic missing for Phoenix. They've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Booker on the tape. And Booker with the jam.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Booker against Doncic. From deep. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Paul passes to Booker. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
The Mavericks trailing. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Doncic against Booker. Doncic passes to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. It's Doncic with a drive. And Doncic hammers it home.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Ball passes to Booker. Drives to the hoop. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Devin Booker with the big shot. He may be young, but he's got big-time game.
Booker against Doncic. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Booker. Sinks that one from the post. Booker's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Booker. For 3, Hardaway. 6 to shoot. Doncic, no good. The Suns have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Crowder pass to Paul. Bridges outside. Now Booker. Powell with a steal. Outside Finney-Smith. Outside Porzingis. to tie it up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Ball passes to Booker. Here he goes. Count it.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Hardaway against Paul. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Outside Booker. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier.
Thank you, Kevin.
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's O'Neal in at the 3 slot. And for Phoenix, up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
Oh, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Gobert's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Jazz. Ball outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Booker. Ayton trying to break free. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Sign of a great scorer is even though the defense starts to get more physical, it keeps you unfazed, and Devin Booker is that right now.
Now here is Conley, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Booker against Mitchell. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Pass to Ayton. Paul outside. Shot clock at 5. Off target from 3-point range. In transition, here come the Jazz. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. And he drives in. Here's Gobert. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Crowder. The pass to Paul. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Is Paul a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Here's Mitchell into the lane, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here's Ayton. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
Ray, you always want DeAndre Ayton to play more aggressively, don't you?
Well, it's when he's at his best, especially when he's down low and using his frame. He's kind of like, you know, this young kid that doesn't realize how big he is, but he's starting to understand how much his size can impact what he can do on both ends of the floor. Finishes like that are pretty impressive from Devin Booker, who we know is a great outside shooter.
Pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Oh, Ayton in position. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Here's O'Neal. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And a deep three from Booker. They get it again. Ayton kicks to Crowder. Booker, right side. Another shot. Doesn't go for him. Gobert with the defensive effort. O'Neal against Ayton. Bogdanovich, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Booker, Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either. Here's O'Neal. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Conley is the point with Mitchell as the 2 guard. O'Neal is out there at Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Booker finds Paul. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to Conley. From the corner. And another shot. Bogdanovich, no luck. Suns trail by 3. Lobs it up for Crowder.
Still the traditional play of Chris Paul as the point guard, that pass-first DNA. Amazing what he's done when you think back through his entire career.
Conley, the pass to O'Neal. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Booker looking around. Outer dishes to Booker. From outside the arc. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker is going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. He takes it in, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. Now here's Crowder. Booker outside. To the middle. The Suns need to get a shot off over Bogdanovich. And Ayton stays with it. Ayton's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
Now, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
To the inside. Back to Mitchell. Jazz passing it around. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. There's O'Neal with the 3. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Big question mark was Ayton, and could he anchor a defense? He's answered those.
Crowder, the pass to Booker.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Paul.
2 minutes.
Gobert with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Johnson in the corner. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. McGee trying to break free. And it's Smith missing. Well, Brent, you said it. Defense now a strength of what Ayton brings to the table.
Well, that was the point he had to prove, Kevin. As a big guy, what could he do? Every night, you know, if you're not getting the ball down on the inside defensively on the interior, how can I impact the game? He's been patient with it. He's learned it. And now he's embraced the fact that he can make that kind of contribution.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Shamet finds Payne. Back to Shamet. And here is Johnson. McGee the pass to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shamet down low. Here's Smith. Nifty move. That shot is off. And it's Utah the other way.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
It's good on the putback. And now a 4-point Jazz lead.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Payne. He gets that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mitchell outside. And Gobert kicks to Conley. And he drops it in from the low post.
Assisted.
Conley's got the lead up to 4 now for the Jazz. Payne passes to Johnson. Smith with it. Now here's Shamet. Covered by Mitchell. Pass to Johnson. Now Smith. Now here's Payne. To the paint, here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Really heads up there, a play where you locate the best open pass, and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Conley dishes to Mitchell. Stolen by McGee. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq, the first quarter was all about Rudy Gobert. He had 10 points, 2 block shots, and 7 rebounds. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
They found a slight edge on the boards, and they've done it with nothing but raw determination. I mean, look, they've got talent.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Here's Booker. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Utah leading, and the pass to Ingles. It's Gay on the way. He's covered by Ayton. Back to Ingles. Nice move. And he lays it up and in. Ingles has got his first basket. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
And Booker kicks to Crowder. Shoots. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And it's 9 points for DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Gay passes to Oni. Back to Gay. And they double up Gay. Here's Whiteside. Paul with the steal. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Suns. Andrew Shamet comes in for Booker. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Good on the shot. And the Jazz lead by 2.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Paul looking around. Shot clock at 6. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
From deep. A rebound by the Jazz.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. On the free throw, no good.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard, so trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive.
And yet the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reversed the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Smith.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Passes it to Shamet for the lead. Offensive rebound. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Smith finds McGee. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And that one's good. Shamet, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Gobert dishes to Conley. He kicks it to Mitchell. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Another miss by Utah.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
It's stolen by Gobert. Knocked away. Pass to O'Neal. There's the drive and the dunk by O'Neal.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
And McGee kicks to Paul. Banked in off the glass. Paul's got the lead up to 1 now for Phoenix.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
For 3, Mitchell. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Oh, and that's a monster.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Jazz up 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the the start of the fourth quarter. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Conley is the point with Mitchell as the two-guard. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's O'Neal in it for three, the small forward.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Paul passes to Booker. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Pass to Paul. He gets it in there.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. A two-point game. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Mitchell wide open, and the Jazz another three.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because he seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Down low, here's Ayton. Gobert with the block. Bridges against O'Neal. Launches a three. And the Jazz another three.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
To the inside. Here's Ayton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Conley with it. To the middle. O'Neal against Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now it's a 10-point Jazz lead.
And when Gobert goes up, he gets airtime to spare as he slams the putback home.
O'Neal from long range. The Jazz working the ball around now. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bridges, no one around him. The offensive rebound.
And this is what's expected from Jay Crowder, just the hard work ethic to get in there and play physical.
Conley up top, defended by Crowder. Conley scanning the floor. There's the triple. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. For 3, Mitchell. There's O'Neal with the 3. Jay Crowder pulls it in. Suns trail by 8. From the arc. Rebound by Mitchell. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And there's a whistle that goes on Mikal Bridges. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one. And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Mitchell. Utah the rebound. Second chance shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Mitchell's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah. Booker outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
Jazz ball.
There's 57 seconds left in the game.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Utah.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. No good on the three.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
And here is O'Neal. Outside Conley. Shoots over Bridges.
More than capable as a defender.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
Great stuff, Allie. Thanks. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Denver, Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Murray and Barton, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the center position. Man, what a matchup we have tonight, Clark. Both of these teams, powerhouses in the league.
BA, it doesn't get any better than this when you're talking about two of the top teams in the league squaring off. That's prime time must-see TV. Paul working around the defense that time to get a close shot inside.
Murray passes to Jokic. Back to Murray. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Paul. They get it back. Pass to Bridges. Booker with it. Clock at 6. Inside. Here's Ayton. And finally, they hit one.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Barton against Booker. And here's Murray. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
And as a leader, Murray is vocal. Talks to his teammates up and down the floor, and he pushes everyone, and they tend to follow. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. Murray for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. And Murray's vocal to the opposition as well.
He's used to the trash talking. He loves to challenge people. Does it cross the line at times? Well, it depends on who you're talking to.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Barton with it. Now Murray. He's guarded by Paul. Can they get it? And that one's long.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor. Not the start they were looking for here.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
I just love the ball.
Here's Murray. Up top, Gordon. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Really rock-solid decision-making from Murray, assessing the situation and then making the precise pass at the right time.
Paul drives in, and he banks in the layup. Paul's gotten his second bucket.
They're really working the paint now.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Jokic finds Porter. Outside Murray. Now Jokic. Back to Murray. Left side Porter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Paul passes to Booker. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Paul. And he lobs it up to the rim.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Murray going inside, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Chris Paul.
And, you know, really, when you look at it, Murray is quite crafty at getting contact on his drive. I like his fearlessness going to the hole, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Now here's Crowder. Pass to Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot. Suns keep it alive.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Crowder against Barton. Now Jokic shoots over Ayton, and there's a 3-second violation.
7 ball.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Paul. Driving in. Misses from short range.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And so it's Phoenix. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percent. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
Early on, guys, excellent work on the boards here. I mean, you got to like those second chance points they're getting.
They're also jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Just 5 on the clock. Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
Murray passes to Jokic. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Porter. And Ayton pulls it down. Well, Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Missed inside. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Jokic passes to Barton. Back to Jokic. Outside for Porter. Pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. This one for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Bridges with it. Now Porter defending. Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
Outside Murray. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Porter, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Here's Crowder. Jacks up a 3. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, VA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Pass to Green. The Nuggets need to get one up. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And last season, the NBA expanding eligibility for two-way players. Clark, great to see those who seized the opportunity and secured full NBA contracts.
Yeah, B.A., I could not agree with you more. I mean, it's all about performance, and when guys show they're capable of playing at the highest level, they should have that chance. And I love the flexibility of the rosters, giving hungry, talented players an opportunity to earn their way onto the big league team.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Back to Morris.
2 minutes.
Outside for Green. And it comes off the front of the rim.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Puts up a three. Another three for Phoenix.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And here is Morris. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Johnson. Denver grabs the miss. Here we go, one-on-one. And so they foul intentionally. Smith, he's checked in for Kaminsky.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Pass to Rivers.
For the Suns.
Back to Morris. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix the other way now. To the paint. Here's McGee. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. To the inside. McGee with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. And McGee with the stuff.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Morris passes to Green. To stop the drought, and it's hammered home by Green.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Pass to McGee. Back to Payne. Down low. And McGee with the stuff.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
That one's good for 2.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Smith right side. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Suns lead by 19.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting...
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. Out in front of the half is Phoenix. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
And so in the game for the Suns, Hall and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Jokic against Ayton. Jokic passes to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Jokic. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Paul, the open look. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Paul's got 6.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Jokic passes to Gordon. Can't hit from in close. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Booker. It's deflected.
You know, one area where I think Porter Jr. has surprised a bunch of folks is his shot blocking. I mean, he's got a natural knack for doing it.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Murray. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. An open look for Porter.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
The Nuggets with another miss. You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Your defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. But once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Ayton passes to Booker. Looking to end this cold spell. And Ayton with the stuff.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here's Jokic. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Pass to Jokic. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And the Nuggets going with a whole new group out there.
Second team foul. Substitution for this.
A minute 53 left in the third quarter of the game. Payne, the pass to McGee. Here's Shamet. Ooh, poked away. Cole, he's checked in for Green.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Up top, Payne, guarded by Morris. Pass to McGee, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Payne. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, the players on 2-way contracts getting expanded opportunities last season after the league eliminated the 50-game cap and permitted them to take part in the playoffs. The pandemic played a role, but, guys, teams are continuing to find contributors among these scrappy young players.
Well, it's all about opportunity, Allie. Thanks.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Payne against Morris from behind the arc. Ooh, stolen by Smith. To the middle. Here's McGee. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Shamet. Now Payne. And here's Johnson. The 3-ball. No good. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And a deep 3 from Paul. Six on the shot clock. This one for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Murray passes to Gordon. Here's Bull. He's guarded by Bridges. Bull, no good. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Paul against Gordon. The 3 is up. Paul's shot is off. The Nuggets shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Here's Murray. And a nice finish on the layup.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Pass to Paul. Back to Booker. From deep. And he can't get that one.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since. That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Paul passes to Booker. From deep 3-point range. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
For 3, Booker. And it's Booker again missing.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Najee's checked in. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Murray.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Pass to Najee. Now here's Murray. Here's Bull. And he throws it down with one hand.
Boy, slick pass by Murray. He makes such an effort to create for his teammates.
And a deep 3 from Paul. Offensive board. Outside Booker. 4-3. And the Suns get it back. Paul passes to Bridges. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
2 minutes.
Here's Dozier, covered by Crowder. Here's Bull. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
His 4th personal foul.
You know, you talk about unicorns who are rostered in the NBA. Bull has to be included, as special and unique as he is. Incredible skill and shooting range for somebody that tall.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Paul passes to Booker. From deep. And it's Booker again missing. And the question always with Bull. Can he get strong enough to be a difference maker, Clark?
Well, B.A., I think first he has to carve out a role for himself. What is he going to bring to the table in terms of his skill set? Strength will help that. And he's got to improve his consistency at both ends. It'll be fun to watch his development going forward.
And Phoenix shooting the ball at 48% so far.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Suns.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for DeAndre Ayton.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Pass to Bull. Gordon outside. Here's Murray. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc.
immensely confident in his game. Murray doesn't think twice about pulling the trigger from deep, nor should he.
Here's a three from Paul. No good there. And it's Denver the other way. From deep three-point range. And they recover it. Crowder grabs the miss. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. For three, Booker connects from downtown.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Inside. Shot is good by Gordon.
Well, you've got to give Gordon the ball when he's down inside. I mean, he can really score it in there.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win to walk into enemy territory.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A stunning view of the moon. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by.
Thank you, Kip.
You do. And you're a great competitor. D.A., it is an honor to be on this broadcast with you each and every game. Certainly, Bridges one to watch. D.A. Banks looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the center position.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Passes to Booker. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Here's Paul. With the drive. And there's it, and that's good on the assist by Paul.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
And you think about the legacy of Chris Paul. You can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. This guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter. Well, Luka Doncic, because he understands windows of opportunity, has the footwork and the change of pace. The drive is easy for the Don.
Now here's Paul. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Pops it up for Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
Doncic against Booker. Here's the three. The shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. And the dunk by Booker.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Doncic kicks to Powell. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Powell. Pass to Hardaway. 4 on the shot clock. Releases from 15. Porzingis. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
The Suns have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Hardaway against Booker. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Booker.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that team.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? How with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
And so here is Dallas following the score by Phoenix. Powell, that's good.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Paul driving to the basket. Good work there as it goes.
You know, could have gone to the rack for the throwdown, but opts for the soft, smooth finger roll. I love it.
Doncic passes to Pop. Outside, Porzingis. Hardaway against Paul. Clock at 6. Hardaway kicks to Powell. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, Tim Hardaway Jr. getting stronger, and that's a problem when he's trying to finish through contact.
Doncic against Paul. And they double up Paul. Ayton, the pass to Paul. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Dallas. There's a minute left in the first quarter. A wide open look here for Porzingis. Buries the long-range jumper. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Now here's Paul. Kept alive. Takes it out to Booker. Back to Paul. Booker outside. The feed now to Ayton. Tries yet again, and it's good on the layup. Ayton's got his second bucket.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Here's Finney Smith, defended by Bridges. Misses the one-handed jam. Booker in the post. Guarded by Doncic. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the American. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Hardaway on the wing along with Finney Smith. Big men on the floor. It's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. And with Ayton, one area of his game that's always been elite, Doris, his work and rebound.
Yeah, there's no question. As good as advertised. He is a double-double machine. And think about it. He is not even at his prime yet.
Paul kicks to Booker. Bridges outside. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got his first 3 points of the game.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And here is Paul. He kicks it to Booker. And there's the pass to Ayton. Doncic with the steal. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Paul kicks to Crowder. Kicks it out to Booker. And he makes that one.
Well, for certain guys, the mid-range is not where you want to be, but for Devin Booker, it's money.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work, but I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Outside Crowder, Powell with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break from 12 feet out. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
A nice job by DeAndre Ayton. Put it on the deck and finish with authority.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. It's hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dream. That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close. close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Payne. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Payne's got his first points in this one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Smith.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Payne dishes to Smith. Payne kicks to Smith. Back to Payne. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson, the pass to Payne. To the paint. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
13 foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bullock with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Mavericks lead by 4. Now Payne. Inside, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. For 3, Bullock. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that'll do it for us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Suns. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Doncic kicks to Powell. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Powell. Crowder with the steal.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Doncic outside. Down low. Out to Porzingis. And stolen by Booker. Paul finds Booker. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic with it. Outguarded by Crowder. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Shot from 12.
I like the effort Booker gives on defense, especially when he pressures the shooter.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Doncic left side. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot by Powell, no good. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
Here's Booker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Powell will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. And he commits the intentional foul.
Third team foul.
Hardaway against Paul. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Paul with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. That gives them the lead.
Assist from
Booker's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Booker against Doncic. Can they get it? And the layup is good. Doncic has got the game tied up here for Dallas.
6'7", 230 pounds. Luka Doncic is a load in the painted area.
And the Suns call time.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Here's Payne.
2 minutes.
Johnson against Brown.
2 minutes.
Here's Payne. Banked in off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now here's Brunson. Payne covering. Pass to Kleba for the lead. That shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. To the paint, here's McGee, and that basket is going to... And here we go, coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And so the decision is in. NBA Replay Center has ruled, guys. The call stands on the goaltender.
And maybe the only downside is that you use up your one coach's challenge for the game. So if anything happens beyond this point, you might wish you had that back. Smart not to take any chances and give it another look on the replay. That's such a valuable safety net for the officials to have.
Johnson down low. Brown on him. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Brunson the pass to Brown. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Phoenix leading by 4. They double team Johnson. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Kleba. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
To the middle, here's McGee. Missed inside.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
14 foul.
That will count. You can't get that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, all about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Brown. Reggie Bullock is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Brown, and it's Kleba in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And the D getting outwork there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
Yep, it counts.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Brunson the pass to Brown. Back to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Well, their transition game has been operating at full speed, too. They've really run the break well.
Shoots from 12. 4 on the clock. Dallas, no good that time either. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 4-point game. Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul. This is to Ayton. Pass to Bridges. Kicks the ball. The baseline J. Kept alive. And Ayton stays with it. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Back to Doncic. Fires from deep. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Suns leading by 6. Ball outside. On the wing, Bridges. Now the pass to Booker. Makes it off the glass.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
Booker against Doncic, and that's an intentional foul.
Devin Booker. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Team foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. That one falls.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Paul passes to Booker. Inside, 6 to shoot, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Down low. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Porzingis.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Booker against Hardaway. Second chance effort. Takes it out to Booker. Second shot opportunity. Porzingis with the block. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Third team foul.
Suns on defense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Paul passes to Ayton. Yes!
DeAndre Ayton is engaged. He's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Jacks up a 3. 6 on the shot clock. Outside, Porzingis. And here are the Suns now. Crowder, the pass to Bridges. The dish now to Paul. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visit.
NBA.
The Suns, and we have a minute.
Brian, thank you.
Oh, it sure is. Good stuff there, Allie. Here are the five for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And for the Jazz, the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the center, locking down the middle. And two elite teams here. You hear players say that it's just another game. But, Grant, I'm not sure that's true.
Well, we all know you want to bring the same focus and intensity to every game. But the reality is, players get up for the big games, B.A.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Crowder with a steal. And now the Suns fast break for 3. Booker. And it's Booker again missing. Bogdanovic up top. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal
And the number 45 that Donovan Mitchell wears, it's a tribute to Michael Jordan. MJ wore it for most of his high school days while he played baseball and for a short while in the NBA.
And you talk about that 45 that Jordan wore playing baseball. Well, Mitchell also very connected to that sport. His father, who played professionally and works in the majors currently.
Yeah, and baseball, BA, was Donovan's sport growing up. But a broken wrist his sophomore year in high school after a collision at the plate steered his path toward hoops.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Ball passes to Booker. From deep. No luck on that one. And Utah will come the other way.
He's looking pretty unsettled.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
That is
cocked it back and fired it. Oh, indeed.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. Utah has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Conley against Paul. Mitchell, the pass to Bogdanovich. Bridges down low, pass to Paul. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Oh, there's the alley.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And it's Mitchell penetrating and rejected. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now here's Conley, 6 to shoot. There's the 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley. And here are the Suns now. They trail by 3. Paul against Conley. Outside Paul. Here's Crowder. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Outside Paul.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From outside the arc. They grab their own miss. Ayton finds Bridges. Outside Paul. Three-pointer. No good that time. Now the Jazz take it the other way. From deep, Conley. And Booker pulls it down. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Now here's Mitchell. He's got 7. Driving inside. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Acrobatic move by Donovan Mitchell, lifting off the floor for a slam.
Here's Paul. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Booker for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Conley passes to Gobert. From 12 feet. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Down low. And stolen by Gobert. Mitchell against Booker. The putback. It's good on the putback.
What hustle on the glass. Bogdanovich doesn't give up. Have to appreciate the effort.
Outside Booker. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. No good from outside. Utah leading. Mitchell, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got 11.
With that powerful upper body, Donovan Mitchell can take contact, and it doesn't alter his shot.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz out in front, leading by. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spot. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Beautiful pass by Conley coming off the pick. Sometimes on defense, it's pick your poison.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Jazz.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. And after 14 years in the NBA, Mike Conley finally an all-star in 2021, and he richly deserved it. A 3-time Joe Dumars Trophy winner for sportsmanship, like yours truly. I mean, he does it the right way.
Now here's Paul. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy, and if you don't, this could be the result.
Here's Paul. They trail by 6. Here's Booker, and there's the drive. Stolen by Ayton. And stolen by Gobert. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
We've also seen them do a great job of protecting the paint. You see that in their block shots total.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
And I think when you say Mike Conley All-Star, now it's official.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. I mean, because you talk about the respect he has around this league. He's always been viewed in that light. A key part to that grit and grind era there in Memphis. And now he's writing a superb second act.
And the Jazz with possession here. Following the score by Phoenix. The 3 from Mitchell. That's his 6th make and 11 tries.
We've seen steady improvement in Mitchell's three-point shot. He's a legit threat from deep.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Paul with a steal. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Conley, he's open. Offensive rebound. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the deep.
Pass to Conley. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Gobert. And it's blocked. Crowder outside. To the paint. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's gotten his second bucket of the game. And Smitty, there are plenty of good teams in the league. Not many great teams, though. How do you define that, partner? Do you have to win a title to be great?
No, I don't think so, B.A. Obviously, championships matter. But I think being consistent. Look at the Steve Nash Suns, teams that have competed for titles over a sustained period. You have to take pride in that, too.
Now here's Booker. He's got 9. And it's Crowder missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Shakes him. Ooh, Paul with the block.
Aggressive D from Chris Paul. Outworking the shooter and getting a block.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. The 3 from Mitchell. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. From deep, Conley. Rebounded by Johnson.
Can you believe it? He's missed every shot he's taken, yet this team still continues to hold the lead.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Conley. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Payne, pass to Kaminsky. Here's Shamet. We've got 22 seconds left in the second. A nice shot by McGee.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Utah's gone just 1 of 4 from downtown so far in the second. From deep three-point range, here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
And here's Payne outside. And so it's the Utah Jazz.
I'm here with Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
They've got Joe Ingles. Hassan Whiteside is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Oni in at the point guard position. That's the group for Utah right now. Whiteside, the second chance points on the tip-in. Whiteside's got his first points of the game.
The activity of Whiteside, if he plays with consistent energy, the sky's the limit.
And a deep three from Paul. The rebound by the Jazz.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And so here's Phoenix following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Paul, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside light off his feet, plus he can block your shot with either hand.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Joe Ingles had career best almost across the board last season. As he enters his mid-30s, he's still improving.
And you think about Ingles' improvement. His game never predicated on athleticism. Smitty, that's a good sign.
It is. Size, shooting, passing. Slow-mo Joe has plenty of runway left.
Now here's Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Here's Gay. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Nice shot by Whiteside.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Paul passes to Booker. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Pass to Oni. Now Clarkson. And here's Gay. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ayton. And Gay the bucket on the assist by Clarkson. And the Jazz lead by 13.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
And a deep three from Paul. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
Draining his first 3 of the game. No doubt hoping to build up a little momentum from outside. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Here's Here's Oni. Pass to Clarkson. Gay against Kaminsky. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Frank Kaminsky picks one up here.
Gotta appreciate the physicality of Gay's game. A strong athlete who forces the D to hit him inside.
Both free throws good from Gay. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the wing on the left. McGee passes to Payne. Back to McGee. Outside Payne. Pass to Johnson. And here is Kaminsky. Defended by Gay. From deep, Johnson. He can't hit that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Clarkson for three. Hits the trifecta. Clarkson's got 5 points.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
Now Kaminsky. Right side Johnson. Over Whiteside. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
A line change here for Utah. And here's Payne outside. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Now here's Conley. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. O'Neal misses. The Suns have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
And just as he showed in college, Landry Shamet has a very high basketball IQ.
He does, and he makes great decisions with the ball. I mean, he takes care of the ball so well. He always plays under control and commands the offense exceptionally well.
Now here's Conley. Fires the three. And again, it's Utah with a three.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Payne. To the inside. Here's McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Conley passes to Mitchell. And there's the lob. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And the officials call a traveling violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Bogdanovich against Kaminsky. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Outside Johnson. Here's Payne. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. Then there's Johnson. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And he commits the intentional foul. Phoenix making some changes.
First team foul.
O'Neal on the wing. To the middle. Here's Gobert. The rebound by Bridges. Well, Phoenix is shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Booker for 3. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Conley. Takes the three. Drills it from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Booker. Launches a three. Buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Mitchell for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Paul. Stolen by Conley. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Bridges. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He focused on perimeter play at both ends. On D, he wants to prevent open looks from deep. And at their own end, he thinks they can create better shots with better ball movement. We'll see if he gets his wish. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Back to Gobert. Down low. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Gobert. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter. It's Booker on the wing. There's the triple. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz. The Jazz have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Mitchell finds Gobert. Now here's Conley. Now Mitchell. Pulls up. And that one hits the back iron.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Ayton, no good. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end off the catch.
Now here's Paul. And the Suns miss again.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Bogdanovich. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. The Suns have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Crowder outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. Utah has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Conley against Paul. Here's Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in the game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Jazz.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Donovan Mitchell.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Now here's Mitchell. Drops in the 3.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Offensive rebound. Paul finds Booker. Will it go? They get it back. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Gobert drives in. Outside Bogdanovich. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Conley. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Outside Booker. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. From deep, Conley. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. We saw two different teams tonight. One.